Okay. Good afternoon, dear students, dear experts, and our guests. It's my pleasure to welcome everyone to our annual Festival of Students project, HIVE, having ideas and voices expressed. As Valeria has already mentioned, our festival is a remarkable opportunity for you to express your bright and original ideas, to reveal your talents, to gain valuable experience, and of course, to speak English. And I do believe that English is your greatest passion. Am I right? Yes. Great. Okay, so today is the third day of our festival, and this day is devoted to different social issues. And I do hope that your ideas, your project will inspire new ideas and new discussions around the ways which can help us to improve our life, to solve some social problems, and maybe to become a little bit happier. All of you have made a huge effort to be here, and we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you very much for coming and enjoy your time here and have fun.
Hello everyone, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Maria Karpenko.
And my name is Ode, and we are first year students of Tübingen State University.
As you can see on the screen, our topic today is reading club as a way of learning English. I believe that our speech will be relevant for most of us because we are all here passionate about learning English. Abraham Lincoln once said, things I want to know are in the books, and my best friend is a man who gets me a book I ain't read. I don't know if he eventually found his best friend, but what I do know is if you want to find a lot of friends like that and develop your English skills, you should definitely join our club. We divided our presentation into three main issues. First one is we're talking about what are the main problems of our project. Second one is why is it important to solve this problem. And third one is how we personally are dealing with this problem. The modern generation of today has strayed away from the culture of reading, the mother of skills.
And we have a question for you. What do you think is the approximate percentage of first year students who read fiction in English?
Well, not so.
Yeah, we can't touch you anymore. The answer is shown on the slide. More than 70% of students have never read fiction in English. Could you imagine that? We neither. Hence, we wondered how to motivate the Tübingen State University's first students to read more English fiction.
I have a question. Why is it so important to read English fiction?
Well, a few benefits. Then you can see them on the slide. So, reading leads to improvement of all language skills. Often after reading a book, people watch film adaptations on their original language, or they can even write their own fan fiction on their original language too. So, reading helps with expanding outlook and enriching cultural experience. As through reading, we can read other people's thoughts, minds, and personalities. It's really dangerous, you know? And it helps in developing creative critical thinking. And it also leads to personal involvement.
We don't have enough time to show you how all these benefits work in practice, but we'll try our best. So let's play a little game. The rules are easy. I will show you a picture of a famous character. They all are from classical Russian literature, so no one will mess up. And your task is to name as many colorful adjectives as pop up in your head. And then I'll show you my adjectives that I've looked up for. And if you get at least one of them, you get the point. So the first one is Regional Raskolnikov. Does anyone have any adjectives in your head?
Lonely.
Yeah, he is. Nothing more. It's true. It's true. So let's see if you guess right. His son, withdrawn, and incredulous. That was the words we translate from the original book of Dostoevsky and Natasha Rostova.
Sincere.
Nice one.
Epic.
Whoa.
So many.
But she was.
The most.
Yeah,
the
it
most
was a debate, full reading club meeting.
Gorgeous.
So Natasha, gorgeous. I could argue with it on that, but my words were fickle, venturesome, and giddy. So that's how reading works. You have some bright picture in your head and strong adjectives and any other words you have never heard before. Just print it in your head because you see Natasha Rostova and it just popped up in your head. She's giddy.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah. In order to develop and to help students to develop all skills, not only language skills but also communication skills, we set up our reading club in the Timan State University. Would you like to know how to organize a fun reading club? You cannot answer, I know you won't. So I'll tell you all the secrets just now. Listen carefully. At first, we worried about the right audience. In our case, it's like-minded, enthusiastic people and passionate readers, of course. Secondly, we selected literature. In our case, there were short stories and popular and unpopular authors, classical authors, of course. When we decided that our meetings will be held once a month. In our opinion, it's enough for busy students. It's quite convenient to read one book a month, and it's easier to maintain interest of the students in month. Well, as a place, we've chosen Turin State University Library, but in our plans, meetings outdoors. Well, when setting up a book club, you should be prepared for difficulties, and we had such ones and tested it by ourselves. So, let's start with the presence of teachers. For some students, it was quite annoying, and different levels of English proficiency may pose difficulties for some of the students. Well, in our case, there was, in our practice, there was a case when not all the students have read the book we prepared for discussion. It was awful, I'd say. Among the remaining difficulties are simplified formats that will get boring, selection of literature, as I said before, and shyness of the participants. Well, how to deal with all these difficulties? For the simplified format, we have alternatives like poetry night, or quiz games, or roleplay. We created a feedback form. Based on the feedback, we selected the literature of interest for everyone. And we also have a group in one of the most popular social networks, where you can see the notices of our future meetings. And we created there a trusting and comfortable atmosphere. So you can share your books or your reviews. It will be in future. And for the unpreparedness of participants, that was what I said before, we always have a backup plan, like a living format of reading or discussion of some recognizable literature.
And that was how we used to deal with these difficulties, but to prepare ourselves for the future, we are decided to come up with a ground rules of the reading club And it's really important to understand that reading club is not a lesson. This is a place where passionate people are trying to practice their talking and reading in English. And moderators, it's us, are not teachers. Our participants are not students. We do not teach, we practice together. Even actual teachers, we all of them come in only if they are at the same position as the usual members. We also we do appreciate your any book recommendation, any opinions, and we think that everyone should be heard in our meetings. The students noted the efficiencies of our meetings, and our purpose is to make a tradition of the German State University. We want our reading club to live long and fascinating life, and it's up to you, not only us, because today we are celebrating, tomorrow it will be you. Let's do it together. Please join our wiki group, wait for new announcements. We really waiting for you at our meetings. One of them will be held just next week or something like that.
Hello everyone. Before we start, I want to show you a short footage from foreign news. Let's have a look.
In the city of Perm, where this footage that you're watching on your screen at this point in time has been uploaded on social media, harrowing footage which shows students jumping out of the windows of the first floor of the building to escape. Video is from a university in Russia.
Do you remember this situation? In 2021, this news went all around the world. The students of Perm State University were not prepared for the massive shooting, but we're here not to instill the fear.
Well, we are here today to present you our project preparing the University of Tumen students for the real-life shooting scenarios. Let us introduce ourselves. We are the first-year students of Tumen University. I am Sofia Zhiyanova, majoring in information security of automated systems.
I'm Marko Chernov, and I major in applied informatics.
And I am Mr. Christopher Alexander, majoring in mathematical software and information systems administration.
The support would be handy if a proper presentation is the logical path. We're going to identify the problem, state the relevance, describe current situation in the university, present our product, and make a conclusion.
One can assume that the problem of students not being prepared to shooting is relevant to Tumen State University as well. In order to figure out if this is true, we decided to carry out several surveys.
Our target audience is first-year students at Tumen State University. One of our surveys assessed the knowledge of students of behavior in massive shootings. As you can see on the slide, their total scores leaves much to be desired. And so since that, we decided that this problem is relevant. Having said that, let's move on.
Now we know the problem is relevant. In addition to students potentially not acting properly, there are other points of relevance. 3 cases of shootings in educational institutions almost have happened last year in October in Russia. Current methods of teaching security are not efficient, and there is a limited supply of simulating games.
It's our goal develop a game for first-year students that will teach them proper behavior during shootings. The game should be in both English and Russian languages, so that foreign students could also utilize it. And objectives that we need to achieve are improve the problem to resist, analyze current situation, develop a solution, and test it.
One may wonder, what has been already made? Well, some people have already focused on this problem, So there was designed a simulator game named Enhanced Dynamic that was designed by US federal government to train school employees on how to save lives of students.
Another example is virtual reality serious game developed by a group of researchers conducting a study on education simulators. Serious game is proposed to train users for active shooting scenarios. The prototype was tested with 32 volunteers showing positive training results. Yet another instance is the arms. It simulates shooter and hostage scenarios and aims on training police officers on how to subdue target without endangering lives of any civilians.
So speaking now of our university, there is a website antiterror.utmn.ru dedicated to highlight the problem of terrorism. However, we made one survey that revealed that many of students do not know about its existence. And I have to add here that the official Human State University website provides better information in English for foreign students. It's not enough. It is an immersion plan in Institute of Social Sciences. Traditionally, immersion plans are taught to applicants in non-interactive ways such as videos, drills, and etc. However, these conventional methods present many limitations to training, knowledge acquisition, engagement, and self-esteem. Also, during our work, we decided to make a survey on what methods do students know that have already done in our university. The results were quite predictable. Most students answered access into the university, turn slides, and a security guard. However, we can assume here that students do not know much about methods that have already done in our university to improve our safety.
It was crucial for us to learn whether students feel safe and what are their opinions on the measures we've taken. So, students don't feel themselves in complete safety, and more than 30% of them consider current methods are not efficient.
Thus, we designed the solution for our stated problem. And we're excited to present it for you right now. So the genre is a visual novella.
The plot is that you, as a student, try to survive during a case of shooting.
If you fail, it appears as if it was a bad dream, and we are given another chance. So the game is not provoking, not graphical, due to its cartoony style. We'd like to demonstrate it to you.
And here you can see the gameplay. And one question you can ask us, how to play our game. To do that, you have to follow four easy steps. First of all, you have to download Kocha app on your device, depending on your operation system, whether it's iOS or Android. Then you have to download our game from our repository. On the first step, you have to open the game file where Kocha apps that you have already downloaded. And the fourth step is to play our game.
We got experience feedback on our game, and there's what they think of it. The game is interesting as they like. All that being said, we believe that our game may be used during orientation with freshmen, aspiring, and Russian, so that we teach them proper behavior during shooting.
Of our game is to include it into health and safety lessons course. Conducting simple English lessons and using our game is also an option.
Here you can see references which we used for our project. There is news and articles about simulating games. It was some motivational.
There is nothing completely safe in modern world. Whether you accept it or not, it is better to be 100% prepared to emergency situations like that than to hope that they will never happen. Thank you for your attention.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming. I'm glad to see you. My name is German.
My name is Ilya.
We're the first year students of the University School of Nature Sciences. My major is biotechnology. Just to mention the daily life of Matthew. He's a first year student. On this day, he was anxious because he overslept and he was late for his first class in a lab that he had never before. How many of you have ever faced the same difficulties? I mean the situation when you sometimes might feel as if you get lost somewhere at the university. Here is our outline. We divided our speech into 4 main parts, which is on the screen. What is the problem? What is the aim? And the relevance of a research, what is the solution, and what is the practical value of our problem?
Let's start with the introduction to the problem. The current living system is not very helpful and how questions. Let's consider our common real-life experience. You have seen one of the examples. Question 3, level 3. Where we have practice lessons in chemistry, sometimes biology. To find this classroom, we have to find the hidden stairs. But it's really hard to do for the pressure. Also, we face difficulties in finding our classrooms and one-on-one. According to the number of work, these classes should be in different floors, 2 on the second floor and 1-on-1 on the first. But in reality, these floors are close to each other. How does the system work? It doesn't have any work, the Python work. You can see it is on Devil's coding system. The program is really hard to understand and remember all these numbers, all these codes.
Look at the problem, let's move on to our research. To make sure that our provided problem is relative and not only us, but also another students, we conduct a survey. The results show that 77% at least once had troubles, and 33% of respondents admitted that they sometimes struggle to find the K to do. It's important to note that this problem is mostly important first-year students, since the university environment is new for them and they don't have much experience moving around.
We know what's the relevance of our research. Why is it vital? Students can be challenging for new students due to unclear understanding and confusing voice, a lack of information, and navigation in institutions. It's important part for our education. It's important. It's a big part of our success. And stress navigation can be reasons of mental problems with mental health and our academic performance. Last having analyzed the problem, we launched our project.
Our aim was to simplify the navigation system at the university to create more accessible studying environment for all students. That's why we propose a modern and technological solution using a chatbot telegram that will help students to find their way quickly and efficiently to the audience, to the classrooms. How did we manage it? Firstly, we used Mara to develop our project and to create an algorithm. We create a branching dialog. Then we had to learn some specific Python language libraries that used to create chatbots. Some free courses on YouTube help us with that. The final and the most time-consuming and difficult stage was recreating the algorithm in Python language. So we did it. Let us introduce to you our project Room Roles. It's a Telegram bot that will help you to find any secret audience in our institute. With this tool, you no longer have to feel anxious and stress finding the audience. We designed our bot to simplify the educational process that allows students to relax and concentrate on their studies.
You're going to ask, how to use this bot? First, you have to open and download chatbot in the Telegram message then so restart. Secondly, you have to choose your language. And thirdly, select necessary users. Then you can enter the classroom, your report, and or choose the browser topics. And finally, you will receive a message. This is the level. In the future, we are going to integrate our chatbot in the United Beans Office. And or create a mobile application or our own website.
Uh, we hope that our chatbot will be promoted during the orientation week at the university to be sure that students are aware of this kind of tool.
There's, the students and the teachers result said that it's a good speed, simplified, and usability of our chatbot.
So next week